So we gonna see if I'm back in the building. Okay, let's see if we got some sound going in this thing. I think we good now. Great morning, y'all. Great morning. How y'all feeling this morning? Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Welcome to this morning's message. I hope y'all are doing well. We gonna look and see what's at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, we gonna do it. Or let do it. Or let do it, y'all. Drop this in the chat. Impossible. Just say impossible. I don't want you to say nothing else. And what you think we gonna talk about this morning? Drop impossible. Impossible. Drop impossible in the chat this morning. Thank you, there's one child. You know I be in this energy every morning. This my normal energy and stuff. You know I live over here on this. Oh, I want to hit that Vicks inhaler so bad. I'm gonna try not to do it in front of y'all. Y'all thought I was gonna care. I don't. Y'all, I love my Vicks inhaler. Every time I look at it, I be wanting to use. Okay, I'm back. Okay. Morning is sadness. Abundant rising. Abundant rising. Yeah, I can agree with that. I agree with that. Come on, one resource group. I don't know what that's about, but come on, strategies. Impossible, y'all. Drop that in the chat. We talking about impossible this morning. Y'all I ain't gonna lie. The Lord was like, okay, get to work. That's what he told me last night. He has me reading. Okay, let me just tell y'all. Okay, has the Lord given somebody a little bit of rest, right? He been giving you a little bit of rest. And now he's like, okay, oh, let's do it. Let's get to it. That's what he said in him spirituals. And I'm gonna tell it. I'm gonna because you wasn't just gonna be why you just got to be on my neck. Why you can't? I'm telling the people them because they got to do some work too. Anyway, it sound like a little child. And dude, they're my daddy. But daddy, they got to go back to work too. Daddy said it's time for somebody to get back to work. Okay. I don't know what you've been doing, but he told me he was on my neck about it. Matter of fact, last night, Dad, I felt like you had put a little bit of bass in your spirituals. But he love you, but he had put a little bass in the spirituals when he said somebody got to get back to work. Now let's talk about impossible, okay? Impossible. So yesterday I kept for the last few days I've been getting the same number over and over and over. 1926, 1926. So I'm like, okay, Lord, what you trying to tell me, right? And so whenever I get 1926, I always transform it in my mind and be like, oh, 726. This is how I know, y'all, that's my birthday, right? 726. So I'm like, okay, well, you trying to show me something. Can somebody just say that the Lord is getting ready to make the impossible possible in your life? The Lord is getting ready to let me can you drop that in the chat? He getting ready to make the impossible possible in your life. Like you got to realize you can when you're trying to do things on your own, that's when the mountains be so big. You can't figure out how you gonna do it. Good morning, Keisha. Good morning, Jamila. Good morning, Sandy. Good morning, Pamela. Right? He's making the impossible possible in your life right now. See, the problem is we be trying to do stuff the way we want to do it. And that's why the Lord be like, man, if you just sit back and let me do it, I'm going to make the impossible possible for you. That thing that you felt like was just so far out of reach is now going to be possible for you. That thing that felt like it was just, man, I don't know how I'm going to move this mountain. How I'm going to he's getting ready to make some of y'all getting ready to have an impossible moment. You ain't going to understand it. You ain't gonna know where it's coming from. But the Lord is like, I'm getting ready to make the impossible possible. That thing that you thought you would never be able to recover from, that loss that you took, that L you had to take, that thing that the Lord had to humble you about, he had to take it away to teach you. He's getting ready to make the impossible possible. And sometimes we just got to get out of God's way and allow him to make the impossible possible. You can't do it by yourself. This is why we have to have the Lord. And I tell y'all all the time, we be and left him somewhere, dropped him off, and tried to go on our own little adventure time. And he be sitting there looking at us like, where you going? If I'm not driving, where you? And then he'll just sit back and be like, go ahead. Because he's not going to stop you, right? He's going to let you go ahead and go on that little adventure. And then we come back and we be like, my, you was right, Daddy. My bad. You had said to just take you with me and I didn't take you with me. Y'all ever went back to the Lord like that after you been messed up and you had to go back to daddy and be like, you had told me, daddy, you had, I know, but I'm gonna let you go on. So you had to go up there and get whooped a little bit, okay? Hey, Auntie Coco, them, you had to go get whooped a little bit, and then you got to come back and be like, daddy, you was right. I should have just listened at you in the first place. And then after that, he gonna humble you a little bit. He gonna be like, now next time I told you to sit down somewhere, right? But that's forgiveness. That's forgiveness, right? It's forgiveness. So he took me to scripture this morning. So as he was giving to me the number 1926 over and over and over, I'm like, okay, Lord, what you trying to take me to? We're going to the book of Matthew this morning, Matthew 1926, of course, because he was like, I'm getting ready to do some impossible things in somebody's life. If you're expecting the Lord to do something impossible for you, are you ready for it? Like, can you ever really be ready for the blessings of the Lord? Can you ever be ready for the Lord to just show up and do something miraculous? And of course, I have a story about this. We had Testimony Tuesday where Christina was telling us yesterday about how there was a job listing from 2022. Remember, the impossible possible. From 2022, that job listing was there, and they didn't feel it with her until 2024. You see what I'm saying? It's those kind of moments that are getting ready to happen in your life. And we finna pull some cards and see what kind of impossible moments are getting ready to happen. Because it ain't just us, y'all. All of us are getting ready to have those same types of moments, okay? Matthew 19:26 says, and this is when he's talking to the disciples about the rich man. And the man was like, what can I do to get eternal life? And Jesus gives him, follow the commandments. And then he's like, get rid of all your possessions and then come follow me. And then the man left and he was sad because he was like, he didn't want to give up his possessions. And so Jesus is talking to the disciples and he's telling them, he was like, it's harder for a rich person to get into heaven than it is for the camel to get. So that I just saying, Lord, some of the parables you be using, we was just wondering, like, the camel through the eye of the needle. Anyway, it's what is. And so he goes on to say, as the disciples asked him, then who in the world can be saved? Who in the world can be saved? Jesus looked at them intently and said, humanly speaking, it is impossible. But with God, everything is possible. Can you just drop that in the chat? With God, everything is possible. And some of y'all gonna need to refer back to this when you think about your problems and how are you going to do it. You're not going to do it. And that's what the Lord is trying to emphasize today. He's not, this ain't for you. This ain't for you. This is something that only God can do. Okay, with God, everything is possible. You don't have to try to do it. And that's what he's wanting to stress. You don't have to try to do it. Can you just let God do his work? Can you just let him show up and do his work? And I'm gonna get what's at the bottom of the deck. Can the third eye chakra? Can you just let God? He's giving you the vision. Can you just work the piece that he's giving you and then let him do? And now watch me work. Y'all know the Lord when he started talking about he finna flex. He started talking about hit him with the flex, and he be like, now watch me work, flex. He ready. Can you just let him do it? Yeah, it seems impossible to you because you're trying to do it on your own. The Lord don't want you to do it. He wants you to sit down somewhere and let him do it. Okay? And y'all know the hardest thing to do is to give up control and just be like, okay, Lord, I trust you. Okay, Lord, I know you can do it because I can't do it. Or some of us just be like, Dad, I don't know what to do. And Lord be like, I know you're not supposed to. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'm going to do it. And then if you just sit back and just let him just be like, then you just have them moments where you be like, OMG, come on, enlightenment, the hangman. You have them moments where you be like, man, I tried this, that, and the third, and this didn't work, and that didn't work. And the Lord say, because I didn't tell you to do it. I told you to let me do it. Okay. So that's what some of y'all finna get ready to experience. He said, sit down somewhere. Okay. Here we go. Oh, come on, Spirit. First card out the deck, y'all. The Ace of Cups, right? The Ace of Cups, this talks about love begins, but this is about you just allowing, first of all, the Lord to replenish your cup. The Lord allowing the Lord to pour into you. And sometimes that's all He wants you to do. Do you realize that you can get so much accomplished with the Lord if you just sit down and allow the Lord to just replenish you, to just refresh you, to just renew you? Sometimes the Lord don't want nothing for you. Thank you, dearest one. Sometimes the Lord don't want anything for you from you, but for you to just sit and give Him some time. And some of us, and the thing about it is, thank you, Spirit, the Lord is getting ready to step us into something new. Don't forget about Him. Don't forget about like giving Him time, giving Him glory, giving Him praise. Get up early, go to bed late, come in, do whatever you have to do, read an extra chapter in the Bible. I don't know. But don't forget about Him. So for some of y'all, the only thing that's missing, the missing ingredient is some time. Okay. Give the Lord some extra time. The Ace of Cups is all about your happiness. Look at the rainbow. Like the Lord, this is you working in tandem, in unison, like co-creating with the Lord. The Lord does things for us, but we also do things for the Lord. He gives us love. We give Him love back. He gives us blessings. We bless His holy name. We praise Him. We worship Him. It's a relationship, y'all. So some of you, that's the thing that's missing. Is like getting your heart back into alignment, getting your heart back into position, the same way you felt about the Lord when you was down there struggling. Remember that feeling. You don't want to hold on to it, but remember how much you loved the Lord when you were down there begging for the blessing, right? He just wants you to he doesn't want you, he wants you to be repentant. He wants you to be like, man, be grateful. Because remember, y'all, we was down there waiting on a blessing, and now He's getting ready to make the impossible in your life. And some of you, this is something that's going to be very fulfilling. It's going to make you very happy because you've been waiting on this. So some of you, you've been waiting a long time on the Lord to bring in this blessing, and everybody's at a different spot. And over here, whatever spot you're at, we're going to celebrate you. If you ain't at the point where the Lord is getting ready to bless you, if you're still at the point where the Lord is still working on your heart posture, that's okay too. When you get your heart right, you'll start to see the Lord start to activate things out externally, but the work starts on the inside. You understand? Everybody's not at the same point. You have to know where you're at in your season. My prayer is that I'm able to reach people no matter where you are in your season. So this is what we teach in this. No coveting. We don't be jealous, because if you see someone else receiving their blessings, just know your turn is coming. If it drop that in the chat, my turn is coming. You don't have to wonder. Your time is coming, but the Lord has got to get your heart right before He can bless you with the abundance. Because if your heart is not geared towards Him, if the love is not geared towards Him, if He still got some things He's got to work on within you, He's not going to be ready to bless you yet. So your time is coming. So you got to know that. And this the thing. Come on, God, you got to celebrate the people who are getting their wins. Okay, because that's a test in itself. Don't be mad. Don't be envious. Be like, man, look, Pamela getting blessed, and we all in here together. We're all a community. Man, look, my time is coming. Patrick's getting blessed, so I know that if Patrick's getting blessed, and Patrick is a part of this community, and if Lynn Greta is getting blessed, and they're part of the community, my time is coming. Okay, that's the way we rock over here. We celebrate you because we know if we surrounded by you, we surrounded by blessed people. Remember that. And when you're surrounded by blessed people, your blessing is coming, and your blessing can come in a different form. The Lord will bless you just because you decided to change the people that you were surrounding yourself with and step into a community of people who want to see you be successful. Anybody ever been surrounded by people who don't want to see you succeed? Anybody that's not like people you look back, and when the Lord puts you in new communities and new places who are all after God's own heart, and and you be looking, you trying to win, and they steady knocking you down and discouraging you. And has the Lord ever had to cut some people out of your life, whether it's family, friends, co-workers, whoever that you thought was gonna ride with you? That was your day one, like, oh we riding till the wheels fall off. And all of a sudden the Lord say, no, you got to let them go, because them folks were kind of trying to sink your ship, and you trying to go up, and you don't even know where the hole's coming from, but every time you turn your head they poke another hole in your ship. The Lord say that's why you can't go nowhere. That's why your ship's sinking. And so then he'll just pick you up and transplant you. When I was reading about Elijah last night, the Lord was talking, like, so he was talking to, I think it was Obadiah, and he was like, Obadiah was like, you know, the Lord will just come and the Spirit will just come and get you, and we never know where you're gonna be, because Elijah was walking up and he told Obadiah to go tell Ahab, yo, I'm in the building. And so Obadiah said, hold on. You want me to go tell? He trying to kill everybody because he looking for you now, and I don't even know if you gonna be here when I get back. The Spirit of the Lord beat and took you somewhere. The Spirit of the Lord beat and took you somewhere, and you gonna be gone. We never know where you're gonna be, right? So this the thing. It's like the Lord will just transplant you. He will pick you up from one place and put you somewhere else, and you just be looking around like, OMG, I'm surrounded by all new people who are in service to the Lord, who are believers, who are serving Jesus, who are really trying to go places. And you're gonna be looking around crazy, and then you're gonna start saying, man, I should have told the Lord to move me a long time ago. Okay, a long time ago. Okay, so what else, Lord? So just know that, y'all. You got to know what season you in. You got to know where, like, what is the Lord working on? Ask him. Ask the Lord to reveal those things to you. Ask the Lord, come on, the Ace of Swords. Come on, the Six of Swords. Ask the Lord to reveal those things to you that you need to let go of. Ask him for clarity. Ask him for understanding. Ask him for wisdom. And once he departs those things into you, then he will move you. He will move you away. He will move you into a new area. He will move you around new people. He will tell you to cut some people off, okay? Because when the clarity is real, some of you, that's what's happening. Thank you, Lord. You're understanding, like, maybe you've been in confusion, fogginess. Maybe you haven't been understanding like what it is that the Lord is calling you to do. And the only thing that's gonna relieve and get rid of that confusion, y'all, is spending more time with the Lord. There's no way around it. You have got to. That's why he was talking about give him some extra time, because in order to get the clarity that you need, you're going to have to allow the Lord to speak into you. One of the things is, it's crazy, y'all, when the Lord sends me to start studying different people in the Bible, and right now clearly it's Elijah. I don't remember if y'all remember yesterday I told y'all that I had a dream. And in the dream, y'all, I literally, there's a famous person that the Lord has put in my dreams. He did it 2 days in a row. It was the same person. And I was like, weird, but okay. And then the second time, the person, she was talking to me about Elijah. And I didn't know, because I asked the Lord when I woke up, I'm like, Lord, what is this about? But she was talking to me about Elijah. And so it was just like Elijah has come up like 4 or 5 times. And I was just like, okay, Lord, this is where you sending me. So last night I was like, let me start studying First Kings, right? First Kings 17. And so I was like, okay. And I was reading through the commentary. And when the Lord tell me to go study something, he means study it. He don't mean just go, no, he be like, now go study this. And y'all know I'm getting ready to go to Bible college. And so I was just like, okay, you know what I'm saying, Lord, y'all, I think the police guy finna stop me. I thought he finna tell me that I can't go live right here because I'm in the parking lot. Okay, he ain't saying that. Y'all, he the popos. He just a little security people now. Okay, well, he left me alone. Okay, I'm back. So anyway, so he had me studying, and I was like, okay, so I feel like, so for some of you, one of the things that the Lord was pointing out was that Elijah spent a lot of time in solitude, and that he was pointing out specifically as well, like how the Lord didn't come. He wasn't in the earthquake. He wasn't in the fire. He was in the whisper. It wasn't until Elijah heard the whisper, okay, and then he was like, that's when he knew. So for some of you, we talk about this all the time. The Lord, he may not be in the catastrophe. He may be in the little whisper that happens after that. I hope so. Just this is why you have to spend like some time in silence, y'all, and just allow the Lord to pour into you, to speak to you from that inside place. The Lord is not, let me make this clear. The Lord is not external. I know I be looking like this because we know he's above the clouds, but the Lord is not external, y'all. The Lord is internal. You're going to hear and I hear them from the outside, but the Lord comes from the inside. Does that make sense? So that's why you have to spend some time by yourself. You have to spend some time in silence so that you can learn what the Lord sounds like within you. I hope that made sense to somebody, but that requires silence. That requires you. That's why it's easier and better to wake up early in the morning, because the world is still. Does this make sense? The word is still, y'all. It's not as much hustle and bustle. You can still hear the Lord because you'll start to be attuned to his voice. But you got to wake up early in the morning. Sometimes the Lord will call you to get up at 3 a.m. Sometimes he'll call you to get up at 4. And whatever time he calls you, he may call you to get up at midnight to spend some time with him. But it's because the world is really shut down and you're able to hear him clearly. So if the Lord is calling you to do that, I would suggest doing it, because that's when, and it won't be forever. I'm up at 4 a.m. every morning, y'all. And so he had to condition me for that, because I usually I was up anywhere between 5 and 6, but he had to condition me to get up at 4, and from 4 until 5 o'clock, it's just me and the Lord. But this morning, y'all, I kid you not, he gave me revelation, because that's what'll happen when you're praying, when you're talking to him. I talk to the Lord just like I'm talking to y'all. I ain't got to do all the fancy. No, the Lord, because he really says, come as you are. Because in that time when it's just you're just talking, you're just having a conversation, and he will give you clarity. He will give you insight. He will give you wisdom. He will give you revelation. He will give you understanding. And then I'm still spending time with the Lord, because then I'm doing Bible study. And then I'm still spending time with the Lord because I'm on here giving these messages. And so it's that kind of thing. But in the beginning, in the morning, I'll say da 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 da. But then I just be listening. I just be listening. And this morning he gave me revelation, and I was like, oh my gosh. And I was just like, wow, Daddy, I didn't even think about that. But that's when he talks to you. So sometimes you got to just sit down somewhere. If he's calling you to do that, then I would do it. Okay. What else? I can't make it up, y'all. I can't make it up. And look what's up under that. The high priestess and the moon. This is stillness, y'all. The high priestess is about stillness. Your intuition, by the way, is God. I need y'all to know. You call it whatever you want to. Your intuition, your inner knowing, that little voice on the inside, y'all, that's God speaking to you. Okay, that's what your intuition is. That is God speaking to you. It's that little voice that tells you, go to the left, to the right, don't do that, yes, do that. No, that's God. That's your spirit speaking to you. So you call it what you want to, okay? And I call it anything. I call it intuition. I call it my spirituals. That's usually what I say. Is like, call it my spirituals, but that's God speaking to you, okay? But it's stillness. The high priestess is all about stillness. It's about being still, hidden knowledge, receiving information, being observant. So that's what I can't make it up. That's what that energy is. And the moon is it's also about intuition as well. It's about the hidden things, the things that we don't see. That's all that these two cards are talking about. So for some of you, that's what's happening. Like in the stillness, we got a full moon coming up. We're into the 24th. Okay, what else, Lord? Moving on. Let's see what else. Okay, y'all. Like the live, share the love. How y'all feeling this morning? What's good? What's good? So for some of you, there like the clarity is real. You're finally coming into two aces is an absolute yes from the 23rd. Okay, thank you, dearest one. Look, I hadn't even looked to see, but I know the moon. I was looking at it last night. It is definitely full. So full moon energy, y'all, is all. Oh, look at the moon card came out. It's all about releasing. And for some of us, we're releasing. And Taurus, this is money. Y'all know I've told y'all this. More Taurus is a money house. Okay, depending on where Taurus is at in your chart, will let you know like how this full moon is going to affect you. Y'all, the Lord be giving us knowledge. It's all about what we do with the knowledge, and you're gonna understand some things about yourself. Okay, Taurus is a money house, and so Taurus happens if you're a Gemini rising. Taurus is in your 12th house. Oh, the 12th house of hidden enemy secrets, the spirituality house. Okay, Pisces energy. And so for some of you, you may be feeling you may be getting divine wisdom, insight, especially Gemini rising people, Taurus in the 12th house. You may be getting a lot of information about, like the Lord may be giving you the wisdom to create wealth. We talked about that. Okay. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Look, we getting ready to step into Gemini season, period. And I rocks with Gemini. I'm a Gemini rising in Venus. Okay, I'm a Gemini rising in Venus, so I'll be celebrating that energy as well. Okay, let's see. Well, here we go, y'all. Let's see what else. Love begins, triumph. So some of you, this is breakthroughs in love. If he gives me love, I tell you about love. For some of you, you may be moving on from what, like releasing feelings. Some of y'all done put some boundaries up, and you're releasing. This could be what, baggage. For some of y'all, you're releasing baggage from what, emotional baggage. Yep. And that's what's helping you to move on. Some of you, you've asked the Lord to heal your heart, to help you to heal your heart or to heal from something. And maybe you didn't even realize that that was what was holding you back. But this full moon is allowing you to release that baggage from this. This could be a very particular person. It doesn't have to be romantic, but it feels like you're releasing these emotions. Whatever this was, you could be cutting a cord with this person, just finally asking the Lord for deliverance, for healing, so that you can let it go and truly move on into the next thing that the Lord has for you. So some of you, yeah, emotional. Look, the scuba diver at the bottom of the deck, that's like you. For some of you, this is the deep dive you've done within yourself, like understanding the things that the Lord has been trying to show you about yourself, that will keeping you from moving on, that are keeping you, like the emotions that you maybe have been to, or like had pent up or refused to release or didn't want to. Some of you could have started going to therapy. You could have found some type of way to face and deal with the emotions, the things that you've been holding on to. Yes, shadow work is important, y'all. The moon energy. So this moon may be causing you to, this could be about money as well. We just talked about Taurus as the money house, how you think about money, your money mindset, your beliefs. For a lot, this moon is causing a lot of us to release the things. Some of you, they just said mother. So something about your mama, you may be releasing some energy that's been held up, some resentment, some pain, some challenges dealing with your mother as well. So it's going to be different for everyone. There's no way I could possibly say everything that you've been holding on to or struggling with, but the Lord, in your testing season, in your wilderness season, this is, again, y'all, he's going to work on that thing within you that needs to be released so that you can move forward, so that you can move on. Okay. And for some of y'all, as soon as you do that, the sooner you forgive someone. Okay, you start with forgiving yourself. You start with forgiving yourself so that you can forgive that person, whoever may have like hurt you or whatever this trauma is. Forgiveness begins with yourself. Once you forgive yourself, you're able to forgive others. Okay, and you don't have to deal with people. You can forgive somebody and release them with love, light, healing energy. And some of y'all are getting ready to do that. Just no longer holding on to the anger. Some of you are making space for someone new to come in. Okay. What else, Lord? Here we go. We have come on, power, strength, forceful, determined, mastery. Some of you have mastered your emotions as well. And so this is the thing, because I feel like everybody in here, it has mastered your you've worked on mastering your emotions. What do I mean? This is not making decisions out of an emotional place. That will get you messed up. Okay. That will get you messed up. Y'all, we cannot go into these new seasons. Now, that's not to say that you're not going to feel things, but you cannot make emotional decisions. When you make decisions out of your emotions, you oftentimes will make the wrong decision because you're not in the right state of mind. So you have to be very mindful of that. Okay. So I feel like for some of you, what is allowing you to move on is mastering your emotions and understanding, like, don't make decisions. Come on. I was just going to say it. Don't make decisions when you're mad. Don't make impulsive decisions either. Come on, stillness. For some of you, you have a decision that's pending. Something's getting ready to come up for you, and you're going to have to make a decision. Don't make any hasty decisions. Okay. And thank y'all. Y'all said that just yesterday. They told me that because was it last week? I think it was like last week or maybe the week before. There was something that I had to get done. Matter of fact, I can tell y'all what it was. It was the fingerprinting I had to get done. And so I was getting ready to make a hasty decision, and Spirit Nim came in and said, and they literally, they said it out loud. They were like, because when they said it, I said it out loud. They were like, no hasty decisions. And I said, no hasty decisions. I was like, okay. So I just stopped and I just pulled over and I was like, okay, let me get this together. Because I was getting ready to drive like 45 minutes away, y'all. And they were like, no hasty decisions. So I just sat for a second and I just kind of collected myself because I got excited. The Lord, because come on, God. The Lord blessed me, right? And so I was excited because he had given me revelation. He told me that I was able to accomplish something. And so you get excited. The Lord will present you with something. Remember, we talked about he's getting ready to make the impossible possible. And so you'll get excited, and that'll make you want to just start moving and doing things really quickly. And the Lord said, no, get it together. And so at first I was like being impulsive. I was like, oh, let me get this done. I'm a da, 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 da. And the Lord said, they said no hasty decisions. Okay. So I heard it and I just sat down. I was like, okay. And literally it saved me from driving 45 minutes away, y'all. And I ended up being able to go get it done like 2 miles up the street. It was so crazy. And I was like, oh, if I hadn't just sat down and got still for a second and just allowed myself to just think about it. So for somebody, there's a decision coming up, something that's going to be presented to you. Don't rush into it. Sit for a second. The Lord has given us that time. And that's why the high priestess, the stillness is coming up as well. Don't do it. Don't do it impulsively because you just want to make sure that you don't miss anything. For some of you, this can be in regards to contracts, like making sure that you're not missing details, making sure you have all the understanding that you need to have as well. Okay. So that's for some of you how you're mastering your emotions. But some you're getting ready to get excited. Okay. The Lord is getting ready to bring the impossible. You're getting ready to be excited about something. And it feels like it's gonna release some restriction that's up. Yep, it's gonna release some hassle, some restriction. Let me talk about this. You're getting just drop some dynamite in the chat because I need you to be excited about the changes that the Lord has made in your life. First of all, he made them within you. He strengthened you. Look at these bodybuilders. It's like you being strengthened, the Lord strengthened you. This is a pair, this is a couple, this is a duo, this is a team. So you have to know that you're on the Lord's team. And so he strengthens you, he conditions you, he makes you, you master that. Once you've mastered that, then he's like, okay, you're ready. And some of you, there's something unexpected and it's going to happen rapidly. Okay. Push forward, leverage, resistance, self-improvement. Remember, we said conditioning. You can expect something to happen fast. And whatever it is, it's going to release the thing. It's like we're going to release the boundaries. It's going to release the things that, like, whatever's been containing you, restricting you, keeping you from moving forward, it's finally going to release you from that, y'all. Like the Lord, is some of y'all, maybe you just been barely holding it together, but some of you've mastered lessons about people pleasing. You finna get ready to start following your own rules. I'm telling you, for some of y'all, that's where the clarity There go to Matthew 6:33, right? You've mastered, like, you're no longer living for other people. You've let go of messiness. You've let go of people try, like, you ain't got no time for no drama, nobody foolishness. We ain't got time for that. We got time for that. Okay, we ain't got time for that. And so you're not allowing that kind of stuff to even into, like, baby, we done moved on from that. You have too much to be excited for, too much to be happy for. What else? And so some of you, look, I told y'all, it's like being released. Come on, God. Y'all, I can't make this up. I can't. You're being released. Drop this in the chat. Hallelujah. I'm free. Hallelujah. I'm free. I told y'all, I felt it on that corset. It's like you're being released. If you've been caged, if you've been bound, like, the Lord is releasing you. Anything that has been holding you up, anything that has been trying to keep you shackled, breaking these yokes, it's over with. Okay. And of course, here they say, hallelujah, I'm free. Go listen to Fill the Room. Okay. That song been coming up a lot in my spirituals. So if you've been feeling powerless, the Lord is getting ready to give you, come on, God, he's getting ready to give you power and strength. If you've been feeling trapped, he's getting ready to release you. For some of you, you're going center stage. We've been talking about this. Depending on what you do, everybody has, like, he's getting ready to put you in the lead. He's getting ready to put you in the front. He's letting you fly. Come on, Lord, he's letting you fly. You're no longer going to be held back. You're no longer going to be, and he's been talking to me about, even with Elijah, like, we talked about solitude, but he was also taught, like, the Lord will hide you for a time. He will hide you until just the right moment, until he's ready for people to start seeing you, or until he's done the work on you, until he got you all the way together in your spirituals, y'all. He will keep you hidden. He will keep you in obscurity. Sometimes, I don't know who needs this, but some of you may be on, like, social media, or you may do something where you're in the public, like acclaim. This card talks about fame, recognition, celebrity, admiration. Can I just tell you that you got to be prepared for that too? Like, you think that you want to go viral. You think that you want everybody to know, you want the fame and the acclaim and the recognition, but you realize that there's more warfare that comes with that. So for some of you, it's like you may be very front facing, like I said, social media or some type of platform, something like that. The Lord will have to prepare you for that as well. Famous people get a lot of criticism. They get a lot, like you. This is why the Lord will put you in a state where you can't be ashamed of your situation. You can't be ashamed of your status. You can't be ashamed of where you're starting. You can't be ashamed of your story. Like, the Lord will work on all of those things within you, so that when you get to where he's taking you, people cannot use that against you to try to make you feel some type of way. You understand? Because people, how many times have we seen things coming from in the out people closet, stuff they ain't never think nobody gonna find out about, and we dealing with that now? All of a sudden, stuff is getting leaked and stuff is getting told, because when you become famous, it's like your life is not off limit. Like, people gonna want to know about your life, and they gonna go searching for the details. Okay. And so as a result of that, you have to be you. This is why it feels so good not to have any secrets. This is why it's so great to be transparent from the very beginning. The Lord has to prepare you for whoever this message is for. Yes, he's even preparing you for the fame, the recognition, the acclaim that you're getting ready to step into. Okay. Because he's going to put you center stage, but you got to be ready for that as well. So just know that for some of y'all, that's going to be an important part of your transformative process, is understanding that he had to prepare you for that too. He had to prepare you to step onto the stages that he's placing you on. Okay, what else? That's it for those. Okay, here we go. Final words of guidance, and then we be done, y'all. 38, 11, 8, 9, 10. That's 11, 11, ain't it? Okay, what else? Yeah, so some of y'all, he had to keep you hidden for a time, but you're not finna be hidden much longer. I can tell you that. Like, the Lord's getting ready to put you on display. Some of you, this is like the spotlight, right? Stepping into the spotlight. And this could be in your job. This don't have to be like on this or kind of social media. This could be in your job, just a position of leadership. Y'all, come on, Lord. He was talking to me about that this morning, right? Can I just give y'all a real truth? Let me just be honest with y'all. So y'all know the Lord has me on a new assignment, right? And so as I'm stepping into this assignment, y'all, do y'all know that I've been in camis and tights? I've been in cami and tights for the last 14 months of my life. Like for real, y'all. Like I out here in the wilderness season, my clothes, all I've been wearing is like little camis and tights. That's what I've been in. So now I got the business casual, and I was like, Daddy, I ain't got no clothes. I told you this morning. I was like, Daddy, I ain't got no clothes to wear. And so I was like, oh my gosh, y'all. So good Lord say the same. I get my first paycheck next week. I say, Daddy, I got to get some clothes, child, because I ain't got no clothes to wear. I can't go to these people establishment in no tights and camis, Lord. Y'all, I had the biggest laugh about it because I ain't got no clothes, y'all. I was like, Daddy, I got to get some clothes. And so look at the handcuffs and came back up again. I can't make this up. And he started laughing at me because I was laughing. But anyway, y'all, I have to like my gear. So some of you, they're talking about the robes and they talk about your clothes are going to change. Like whatever role you're getting ready to step into, it's going to require even a change of wardrobe, even a change in the way that you dress, right? Because you're stepping into a position. Some of you, this is like you gonna be like, OMG, maybe you don't even know, child. I don't even know how. I don't know, Lord. But it's like your clothes are changing. They just said grave clothes, and so now you're getting ready to have to look the part, right? Because again, y'all, the Lord this is no judgment. I love and don't think y'all ain't gonna see me. In Sundays, you ain't gonna see me in business casual. This is for work purposes, right? But the Lord is getting ready to change your clothes. He's getting ready to change, like as you're stepping into your position. And I said this about myself, y'all. I don't often look at myself, but yesterday, when I was watching the video from yesterday, y'all, I looked at myself and I just saw some like have you ever just looked at yourself and just saw yourself different? Like I look at myself and talk to myself all the time, but I saw myself yesterday and I literally saw the difference in me. It was yesterday's message, but the whole time I was just looking at myself and I was like talking to myself like, who is that? Right. And I watch my videos all the time, but it was something yesterday that just kind of made me be like, and so the Lord started speaking to me and he was just like, because you're truly stepping into who I've purposed you to be. And I just was so it brought tears to my eyes because you don't look at yourself or see yourself the way that other people see you. But every now and again you'll look at yourself and the Lord will allow you to see yourself the way other people see you. And so it kind of just I had a moment where I was like, wow, you know what I'm saying? It kind of took me back for a second because I see myself all the time, but yesterday it was something different. So some of you, you're getting ready to see that. It's like yes, I feel different. And you're getting ready to see the visible change that the Lord has made within you. And it's gonna feel good because when you feel good, you look good. It's not when you look good, you feel good. It's when you feel good, you look good. Okay. And so for some of you, the Lord is getting ready to allow you to see yourself as who you truly are. And he's encouraging that. Come on, God, he wants you to see yourself the way that he sees you. And so some of you are stepping into that where he's going to allow you to see yourself the way he sees you, as the person he sees you, because he doesn't see you as the person who's down there. And it doesn't have anything to do with physical appearance. I need that to be clear. This ain't got nothing to do with your physical appearance. It's like you being able to see your spirit and seeing how your spirit is, your light is, your glow is. Like, people tell you like, oh, you're glowing, or You know what I'm saying? But you don't see that about yourself. Usually it's someone else that tells you about that. So some of you are getting ready to see yourself the way that the Lord sees you. Okay. And this has nothing to do with physical appearance. Okay. I've been wanting a difference and I feel it brewing. It's coming, child. It's coming. Okay. We talked about the handcuffs. I'm telling you right now, you're getting ready to be free. Okay. Justice is served. Justice is served. Okay. Overcoming obstacles, spiritual jail, someone stealing your work. Justice is getting ready to be served on the enemy. Look, we went from behind bars, shackled to free. You see what I'm saying? You're being released. I can't make it up. Time to go to trial. I started. Oh, I can't even sing that song. I can't sing no parts of that. The Lord goes, I'm sorry, Daddy. That's my song, no, but I can't sing none of that. Shout out, Mr. Big. Look, and I put this on the cover. But Daddy, that my song, no, but I can't sing none of that. You might not know that song if you're not from the South. This how the song go. If I can sing that, I'm not gonna say the words because it's not good. It's not good song. It ain't. I started selling back in 1986. I bought a Cadillac and put them things on that. Anyway, I'm back. Whose I am and who I am. Okay, Jehovah Jireh, Yahweh, the Messiah, Jesus Christ. Okay, so this is when we just talking about the Lord, see you seeing yourself the way the Lord sees you. We got to see ourselves the way the Lord sees us. Thank you, Lord. That's the God card in this deck, y'all. So we always gonna put him at the head. But seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. Okay, here we go. What else? Oh, let's do it. Archangel Uriel, the fire of God. Look, I can't make this up. The angel of wisdom, illumination, clarity, insight, understanding. Okay. Um, this is about creativity. This is, remember, we've been talking about the stillness, the insight, the understanding, the awareness. Moon energy, y'all, is very it's like you will feel very tapped in, especially if Taurus is in your 12th house, right? Especially if the whatever house the full moon is in. Let me say that whatever sign, not whatever house, whatever sign the full moon is in. Every house has a different placement. I mean, every placement has a different thing that is good for. But moons in garden, regardless, y'all, you may feel very aware. There may be a lot of spiritual connection. You may feel the close. Some of you may feel the closest to God when the full moons happen. If you're like Cancer energy, Cancer rules the moon. So if you're a Cancer or have that in your chart, you may feel like the moons may be very, very powerful for you. Okay. So just know, you just got to know yourself, y'all. You got to know yourself. But full moons in general, you may feel get a lot more messages, a lot more insight. Ace of Swords that we have out here, a lot more clarity. Okay. So just know that you just got to know, like you got to start paying attention to when you're feeling more inspired. Some of you may feel very emotional right now. Come on, God, we talked about the deep dive. So your emotions may feel a little scattered, may feel kind of all over the place. You just got to know the energy that you're working with, right? And so full moon, so some of you, you may be very tearful, emotional, like reliving old experiences, emotional experiences. That's what the moon does. So you just kind of got to know what can happen, like what will happen with the full moons. Some people get a little cray. A lot of people stay in the house because full moon energy can be chaotic as well. And so because people are releasing and all kind of stuff. So you just got to know what you're working with. Show me what you're working with. Development of intuitive skills and abilities, motivation, ignite your inner light. We receive that. So that for some of you, you may feel very creative. Use the energy. Okay. Use the energy. If you're feeling creative, use that. Don't waste it, because it's like if you feel a spurt of an energy boost, use that energy. Come on, visions of the future. What else? May have some of you have a lot of angelic presence, like you may hear your angels, your muses talking to you a lot more during this time. I know for me, full moons and new moons as well, the new moons are like our blank slate energy, right? So just know, like, your new moons bring a lot of new energy, a lot of fresh energy, like new beginnings, blank slates, things like that. Okay, what else, Lords? What else? Here we go. Do you see it? Do you see it? Karmic patterns, a bright future, visionary. Good day, dearest one. Do you see it? Can you see the visions of the future? If the Lord, like we just talked about, if the Lord is giving you insight at this time, use the energy, y'all. Like, don't let it pass you by. And we're not gonna self-sabotage it. We're not gonna doubt it. It feels like, look, this is clarifying the moon card as well. So some of you, like we said, the vision is becoming clear. Whatever it is that the Lord has instructed you to do, the vision is becoming clear, and you getting ready to see, like, or has anybody started seeing the Lord start changing things in your life? Like somebody just said, I feel different, right? I feel different. Does it, like, the more time you spend with the Lord, maybe I need to ask y'all that, are you starting to feel different in your life, right? Even let's say you come over here and you tap in and you're just hanging around with people who are intuitive. This is what we talk about: like-minded individuals, like-minded communities, right? Keisha, you know that was Mr. Big in the talk about these. Oh, okay, I'm back. Listen, um do you feel the difference being in different energy? Like my prayer is that when you come here, you're encouraged to go have a great and amazing day in purpose and on purpose, right? And so when you spend time in positive energy, it changes you. So do you want to spend your time with people, around people, and doing things that make you feel good, that make you feel inspired, uplifted, elevated, encouraged, right? And then you feel like when you spend time with God, this is what he does, y'all. When you spend time with the Lord, when you start your day with the Lord, your whole day you be skipping. Okay, your day goes different, y'all. You feel good. Like, this is why we say you got to start your day with the Lord, because he will give you different energy. He will make you feel good. You be like, you know what, I got God, I can do anything. Drop that in the chat. I got God, I can do anything. I ain't gonna worry. No, ain't nothing, ain't no weapon formed against me shall prosper. Why? I got God, I can do anything. And that's the kind of energy that he wants to put you in, so that you go into your day knowing that you can accomplish the work that he's giving you to do. I got God. I got God. Child, this is, and your worries be different. You go to work with a whole different attitude. You go be of service. You go do, even if you don't like your job, you can still go in there and do a great and amazing job. Why? Because you started your day with the Lord. He gave you strength. Remember, he gives you strength. He renews your mind each and every day, y'all. Each and every day. We ain't got you right. Look, we ain't got the word, Kimmy. I was just saying that yesterday. I said I ain't worried. I roll with God. Period. Like, man, I ain't worried about none of that. And my goal, my hope, my prayer is that each one of you, y'all, I love that. I'm so grateful that y'all come and tap in with me. But y'all know my goal is for you to have this. You have this very same gift. You have the ability. You don't need me to give you messages from God. I'm grateful to do it, and because that's the job he's given me. But my goal is I want you to go and be listening to him, and you come tell me a word. Maybe I missed something. You understand? I want everyone to tap into that prophetic side. And people be like, oh, everybody a prophet now, or everybody's speaking it. Man, the God gives every one of us those gifts. It's just some of us he activates those gifts. Some you may not, you never know. You don't have to be doing this as a living to give somebody a word that they needed in order to be encouraged. Does that make sense? I don't call myself a prophet. I don't call myself nothing. I am a messenger for the Lord. That's all I do is give messages. I don't need no titles. I don't need none of that. I just need to, what you do. I just give messages for the Lord. That's it. You never know that the Lord will give you something, and you may just in regular conversation say something that is just, y'all, that's the Lord will use anybody, right? So you don't have to call yourself a prophet, an apostle, or none of that. We don't, I don't care about none of that. Okay. But you can get a revelation from the Lord and then not even realize that. And then the Lord will just, you'll be talking to somebody and y'all, it'll be a random conversation. And all of a sudden you can hear something and not even know it. And the Lord will tell you to say something. And that what you needed to, what you said was just what the other person needed to hear in regards to a prayer or something they've been asking for. Like, y'all, that's the way the Lord will use you. So for some of y'all, that's what happens when you come over here. It's just like, oh, because I'm not telling you anything you don't know. I'm just giving you confirmation. The Lord already told you all of this. Sometimes you just need a complete stranger to tell you, like, yeah, you heard right. Yeah, the Lord said do that. Yep, he said go start this. Yep, he said leave this person. Like, yeah, he's already spoken it to you. So it's always just confirmation. I'm always just a messenger of confirmation for something that the Lord is trying to get to you. Okay. What else, y'all? We finna be done. I can't make it up. Okay, here we go. Listen and obey. Listen and obey. What's crazy is these came out together, right? This is Deuteronomy 28:12 and Deuteronomy 28:13. Okay, I can't make this up. So we'll read Deuteronomy 28:12. Rain on me. We receive the rain, Lord. The Lord will send rain at the proper time from his rich treasury in the heavens and will bless all the work you do. Remember, he's making the impossible possible, right? You will lend to many nations, but you will never need to borrow from them. Drop it in the chat. I'm a lender and not a borrower. I'm a lender and not a borrower. And some of you, you really, maybe you don't even know it. I keep telling y'all this. You really are getting ready to be a lender. Like, you really are getting ready to be like a kingdom financier. That's one of your talents. I'm going to say the Taurus energy. Come on, God. If you are good with money, I don't know who need to know this, Lord. He's not going to stop talking about it. Some of you are good with money. Some of you, money is not your struggle. Okay. Money is not your struggle. Money has never been your struggle. What do you mean, Touche? Let's say, okay, this ain't everybody's message, but you're going to know if this your message. Let's say you have no problems attracting money, right? You have no problems attracting money. You may not have any problems making money, but maybe you have a problem where you spend or invest on the wrong things. For some of you, it's because you have to, it's like, and so that's a gift. So maybe you've been investing or and maybe you should be using that gift that the Lord has given you. I don't even think I said it right. That you need to use that gift to teach other people about money, period. That's it. Y'all was complicated. That was too complicated. You maybe the business that you need to be investing in is teaching other people how to be better with money. That's it. Do you know how many people have financial problems? Do you know how many people need help with learning how to be better with money? Like, if you think about a gift a gift that you have and how it can be of service to other people, that's how your business is going to be born. Okay. I don't know who needs that message. Maybe you know that the Lord has called you into something. What is it that you're good at, and how can you use that to be of service to someone else? If you're good with money, I guarantee you're not going to be up there with the millionaire. You may socialize with them. You could be like angel investors. I know it's some of y'all on here, right? You can have like angel investors. That may be something who you are, but how can you use that gift to go and help people that don't understand the principles of money, who need to know the basics, the basic education of how to start building your finances? I don't care if it's a budgeting sheet. I don't care. I don't know if it's learning how to, because they don't teach economics anymore. They don't teach people how to manage checking accounts and saving accounts and stuff like that. So some of you may be moving towards using that skill, that talent, and that's something that is really, really needed in so many places. That's why so many people have problems with finances, because we don't understand the principles of money. And so if that's your gift, somebody need to know that could be a business that can be helpful, because that is something that is going to be beneficial to others. Very. Okay. Listen and obey. If you listen to these commands of the Lord your God that I'm giving you today, thank y'all, because the Lord didn't give you them gifts to sit on them and keep it to yourself. He gave you the gifts so that you can go be a blessing to other people. Remember, the Lord blesses those who bless others. So for some of you, this is why the Lord is like, I've given you this gift. What are you going to do with it? It's time to use it. It's time to put it into action. And so, yes, it's going to be a business. It may not start off big. Nobody does, but he's giving you a gift and he's wanting you to utilize those gifts. Okay. Listen and obey. If you listen to these commands of the Lord your God that I'm giving you today, and if you carefully obey, come on, level up. If you carefully obey them, the Lord will make you the head and not the tail, and you will always be on top and never at the bottom. Drop this in the chat. I'm always on top. We're not claiming any losses. It's not to say that things are not going to happen, but we started from the bottom. Now we here. Okay. Started from the bottom. Now we here. Okay. And then look, ready or not, I'm done. Ready or not. Okay. Ready or not, we leveling up. Ready or not, we're leveling up. Ascension, let's go. Leveling up, stepping into your destiny, growing in faith. Okay. And then we have, remember, I told you, you got to know who you are. We just did listen and obey. You got to know who you are and whose you are. Okay. I'm a lender and not a borrower. I'm the head and not the tail. I am above and not beneath. I'm blessed in the city. I'm blessed in the field. I'm blessed coming in. I'm blessed going out. Period. That's it. That's it. You got to know who you are and whose you are. Okay. That's it. And the Lord is going to make the impossible possible. When you know who you are and whose you are, the Lord is going to make the impossible possible. Okay. Lord, I hope this helps somebody. Yes, to God be the glory, all the glory. He gets everything. He is the head of my life. I'm nothing without him. And I'm so grateful that he continues to love me the way that he does, right? It is truly a blessing to walk with the Lord, y'all. So keep walking with him. Keep on walking with him. I'm always keep on walking with him. And he's going to make you the head and not the tail. He's going to keep you above and not beneath. We are lenders and not borrowers, okay? So, oh, I'm so grateful, dearest one. I'm so grateful. Thank y'all so much for the likes, the shares, the comments, the subscribes, the energy, the love, the tea, time, effort, attention. I'm so truly grateful. Y'all know it is a privilege. It is an honor to do this for the Lord. And it's something that I'm very, very grateful that he's chosen me for. So thank y'all so much. Thank you, y'all. Hydrate your soul and things, drink your water, say your gratitude. Okay. Have a great and amazing day in purpose and on purpose. Go be great and amazing, do great and amazing things. Okay. You are welcome, dearest one. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate y'all. Look, I don't be paying attention to likes and none of that, but thank y'all so much for the love. Thank y'all for sharing the message. I'm so truly grateful. Let me share this with y'all, then I'm gonna go for real. Right. I wanted to say this. I forgot. So y'all know that I've been telling y'all the people that the Lord that I want to help, right? And I can share this with y'all, even though I can't give a lot of details about it. Do y'all know that the Lord is so strategic? He literally has put me in position to where the very people that I'm inclined to help is where he has stationed me, where he has placed me, where he sent me on assignment. And you know, it's one of those things where you be like, Lord, this, y'all, I kid you not. I told this woman at work, I said, this don't even feel real, y'all. Like I'm serious about this. I'm still right now like, Daddy, this is not real. This cannot be real. This cannot be the real, like really where you put me. Y'all, I don't remember applying for this job, but it's in the exact place. Y'all know I talk to y'all a lot about the people who the Lord isn't like I'm going to be helping. I've been, even for the last 3 days, I just been like, this can't be real. It can't be, because there's no, y'all, I just can't even make this up. It just can't be real. It can't be. I'm still like, Daddy, you sure this is real? Like, because it don't feel real. A lot of stuff in my life, I just be like, oh, this is fake. It's a setup. It's a setup. This ain't real. Everybody fake. All of it. It's a lie. It's Hollywood stuff. It's movie stuff. It's y'all have no idea. Anyway, I said what I said, and some stuff I be right, but some not everything. I don't know. I'm still waiting on it. I'm just waiting on it to see, because I'm like, we'll see. That's all I'm saying. Well, I said what I said. I say what I want to say. That's why the Lord said, He was like, because you gonna say, because I'm gonna say, because I'm gonna say it. I don't be saying it bad. Just say it. Anyway. That's it. I'm just saying, thank you, Lord. Look, as soon as I said that, crown me. That's it. I still be having to try to figure it out, and they just be like, just see what happens. Just see what happens. Anyway, that's it. That's all I got, y'all. I want y'all to go be great and amazing today. I'm back where the people who broke me and I. Wait, what? I'm back where the people who broke me and I'm getting better right in front of them. Period. I'm grateful the Lord didn't do that. Like he didn't. Mm-mm. But well, you know what? I take it back. I take it back. Because if you depending on how you look at it, I guess I'm right there with you, child. I'm right there with you. You gonna be all right. Because guess what? When he put you back, he put you back better. Okay. Thank you, dearest one. When he sent you back, he sent you back better. And the thing about it is, come on, God, they didn't break you. They couldn't have, because if they broke you, then they didn't break you. You just had to know that I think maybe you have to realize that. And first of all, you went back, and it's what they thought broke you didn't, because you came back stronger. So maybe some people thought that they broke you, but they didn't. They just showed you how strong you actually are. That's it. They may have put a couple of chinks in your armor, right? They may have could they you might have got beat up a little bit, but they ain't break you. They just showed you something about yourself, and then you came back. You fixed that with the Lord, and He strengthened you, and you just like, oh, I'm stronger than I thought. I just didn't know it then. That's how people. That's the only thing, y'all. When people think that you're weak, the Lord will put you. He will remake you right in front of those people to let it be like, but that one right there, that was mine, and they stronger than you thought they were. They're more powerful than they thought you were. And then he'll bless you, right? And he prepares a table for me in the presence of my enemies. You went back with more anointing, with more power, with more possibility. You went back, and now they're gonna be looking at you like they're gonna want to know what you did in order to become so great. God. Message. I let God work on me. That's it. So I kind of feel I can relate to that. I guess when I think about nursing, because the thing is nursing was tied to my identity. Come on, God, nursing was tied to. I thought that all I was a nurse. So then the Lord, He was like, okay, well now you're not a nurse. Now who are you? Remember who I am and whose I am. So that thing that you felt like broke you, it simply helps you to find out who you are. I'm so much more than a nurse. But at that time, that's who I thought I was. I thought I was come on, God. I thought I was nothing without being a nurse. You understand? So the Lord removed that identity from me so that I could find my true identity. Come on, God. And then He said, now you can go do that thing, because that's not who you are. Who you are is a child of God. Who you are is the chosen one. But He will remove everyone and everything so that you can find yourself, the wilderness season. And then once you know who you are and whose you are, then He's like, you can go out and conquer the world now, because you know who you are and whose you are. And as long as you know that, you can go and do everything. So He will remove, that's why He will completely strip that old identity. He will completely remove it out of your life. And then it's not that He won't give it back to you, because He will, but You got to know who you are, and you're more than any job, any title, message. You're more than any of that. You're more than anything that anybody has ever told you that you are or that you're not. You're so much more than that. And when you know that, he'll send you out to conquer the world. That's when you start to elevate. That's when you start to know who you are. Is when you say, baby, because come on, God, do you know that I didn't have no money, no job, no nothing, no nothing, no nothing, no family, no friends, no community, no nothing, no nothing, no nothing, no nothing. All I had was God. And in that time, the Lord said, now let me show you how powerful you are. Let me show you. We think about, we talk about survival mode, and yeah, man, I had to survive out here, right? I had to survive this last 14 months of my life. I didn't have help. All I had was God. I didn't have assistance. All I had was God. And then he took everything and said, I am your source and your resource. And he took everything, y'all. And he said, be obedient to me. I'm going to leave it alone. Come on, God. I can't make it up. He said, I am your source and your resource. You are who I say that you are. Tell you, man, the Lord will change your life. He will change your life. And it has nothing to do with money. God don't care about money. He don't care about none of that. He don't care about how much money you got. He don't care about none of that. None. How is your heart? What kind of person are you on the inside? Do you have a heart of compassion, of caring? Are you a good person? Are you a liar? Are you a thief? Are you how are you here? If you ain't no good here, you ain't no good for God. He can't use a person like that. So he'll make you understand who you are to the bare bones. You can't hide from yourself. When you start dealing with the Lord, he's not going to let you hide from yourself. So you have to know who you are. Once you know that, that's how you get out of your wilderness season, y'all. Once you've worked on, and this is healing. Once you've healed those things, like you got to know you're more than money. You're more than your position, your title, your degrees. You're more than all of that. Man, I'm telling y'all, man, like the work that the Lord has done on me in just the last 14 months is amazing. But if I hadn't gone through that, he couldn't have stepped me back into, and when I tried to get back into nursing 2 years ago, he wouldn't let me. He was like, nope, you ain't ready for that. My heart wasn't right. He was like, nope. And he just kept on stripping until you know who you are. Once you know who you are, he'll step you back up. That's when your elevation begins to happen. But it can take years for you to get to that point. Years. Okay. So, but don't beat yourself up. It's hard. But once he's taken you down to that point, you'll never go back. You will never go back. You will never go back to who that person was. It's not say you ain't gonna have your moments. You will. But you'll never go back to that person. Because all you got to do is be like, man, what the Lord has delivered me from. Yes, the journey is worth it. It is so worth it. But a lot of people don't want. This is why the Lord says, like, a lot of people won't walk this walk, y'all. A lot of people won't pick up their cross. They won't sacrifice. They won't do the healing. They won't face themselves because it's hard. It's hard when you got to realize you got to be accountable to, and you can't to nobody but God. Like, man, Daddy, I did that. Man, I made this decision. Man, it's me that put me in this position. The Lord didn't do it. You did it. It's my decisions. It's what I decided to do that put me in the position that I'm in. And once you start accountability and ownership of what you've done and why you are in the position that you're in, it wasn't the Lord didn't make you choose that. We have free will. He does not tamper with that. He gives us a choice. You can do this or this. And it's usually us. We choose the wrong thing because it looks good to us. But usually when we choose the thing that looks good to us, it's usually not good for us. That's why the Lord say, if you just listen to me, I tell you, I show you what it is. Like, I show you what to do. You just gotta listen to me. You just gotta trust me. I show you what to do. And he's not playing games about it. Like, the Lord is not up here playing cat and mouse and trying to make you. No, he's really not doing that, y'all. He literally, like, he'll be like, here's the path, follow it. Now, he's not going to show you everything. He's not. He is not going to show you the twists and the turns and the pivots, and he's not going to show you everything that's required. Because if he did, y'all know this, you gonna like, wait, this hard. I don't want to do this. What you? I ain't signed up for this. Get somebody else to do it. You think he didn't tell Moses everything he was gonna do when he told Moses go tell the Israelites, the Pharaoh, let my people go. He didn't tell Moses that how the people was going to turn on him 11 times and rebel, because Moses would have really been like, get somebody else to do it. And at one point he finally did, and the Lord got tired of hearing it enough, right? So then he said, go get 70 people and I'm going to help you delegate. I'm going to let you delegate some of this work, right? Telling y'all, business, the Lord will help you scale your business. Like, there's nothing in the Bible that the Lord is like, here's the instructions, here's your path, follow it. He's not gonna tell you what you're gonna go through to do it, but it's gonna get you where you need to go. But just say it, y'all. Like, when I say I be chopping it up with the Lord, y'all. He's taught me so much in this last year of my life, till it's just like, it's crazy. And he's not done. He continues to teach me every single day. The more time I spend, the more I come and tap in with y'all and just allow him to pour into me, the more he teaches me every day. And I just be in awe. Like, I just be like, oh my gosh. And then I'd be like, Lord, me? Like, it's when you hear people be like, God, I can't believe you doing this for me. Like, you want me to do this? You want this? And he's like, yeah, he knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. So the Lord, let me tell Nicole, true story. I don't know. I told y'all this morning the Lord gave me revelation, right? And the fact that you said that, see, this is why I say message. Come on, Lord. A person can say something random and it'll simply confirm something that the Lord has said the Lord literally just told me that this morning. Just this morning. I can't make it up. He told me that just this morning. Because I was thinking one thing and the Lord was like, that's not what you're going to do. Didn't I just talk about that on the message? How somebody will say something random because the Lord will say this, Nicole. And now I'm looking at the comment and I'm like, the Lord just told me that this morning. Because I'm thinking something's going to be one way. And the Lord said, no, that's not the plan. I say, okay. Look, it's back at the bottom of the deck. All right, Lord. Whatever you say. Not my will, but yours. Whatever you had me do. And so, just saying, y'all, it's stuff like that. Like, the Lord will tell you something and then somebody random will come and confirm it. And you just be like, wow, I can't even believe it. Like, okay, Lord, I trust you. Whatever you say. That's just it, y'all. So anyway, I'll keep y'all updated on that. But that is a confirmation for me. That is a confirmation for me. Just this morning, I told y'all the Lord gave me revelation, and I'm like, okay, Lord. I'm like, I don't even see how. He was like, but he's like, don't worry about that. I'm just giving you a vision, a snippet, a piece of something that's coming in the future. When it's coming, I don't know. What is it going to be? I don't know. Lord said, I just be like, okay, Lord, one day at a time. Like, this what we doing today. All right, Daddy. Like, let me just be great and amazing. That's it. And give glory to God. Like, let me go do this great and amazing thing that the Lord is giving me to do, and to the best of my ability. And then you just keep it moving. That's it. That's it. That's how I live. What's going on tomorrow? I don't know. Whatever God say. Whatever you say. Anyway, that's it, y'all. Go have a great and amazing day. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, dearest one. I'm so truly grateful. Y'all be great and amazing. Have fun in purpose and on purpose. And I will see y'all in the morning. Okay, I will see y'all in the morning. Love